Crystal, cooking with Crystal, and no Erica because she's off doing her thing. But today is Father's Day 2018, and in honor of my dad, I am going to do cooking with Crystal in the spirit of Frank, who was my dad, who taught me how to cook. He's my inspiration. And no, it wasn't like, here, do this, do that, do that. I learned to cook by watching, just watching. He was in the army, and that's what his job was. He had a restaurant, all kind of stuff. He could make the most amazing stuff out of the most seemingly not amazing stuff. So today I am going to make zucchini bread. So I have all this zucchini from our garden, and so I'm gonna shred it up and I'm gonna make zucchini bread. My goal is to make a paleo version, which is a gluten-free version because I'm gonna use coconut flour, and then a regular version with all-purpose flour and nuts and yummy goodness. So, yeah. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna grab my knife over here so I can cut up and I'm gonna grab my apron because, you know, got my apron. Here I am. And yeah, so I'm gonna put on my apron because typically I put on a shirt that would, you know, catch flour. So I'm just gonna save it. My mother-in-law made this apron for me. Well, she made it, and then I asked if I could have it, and she said yes. So thank you, Mrs. McLaughlin. Thank you for that. Anyway, so I'm gonna cut up my zucchini and I'm going to shred it. So I've started shredding my zucchini. Now, Steeler, you will hear him barking because he does not like the sound of my food processor. Don't know why. Don't care. But the Vitamix doesn't bother him, and it's a lot louder. So anyway, I am going to cut out this little piece here. Put this in here. And make sure the top is on there. There. And there. And my container's filling up. So in a minute, I'm gonna do that in a different way. So I get a lot of different shreds here. That's a lot of zucchini, y'all. I'll try this one and see if I can. Yay! Yay! So I never saw my dad use like any kitchen gadgets. I'm gonna take this out of here. I'll use these later. I've never seen him make zucchini bread, but he would have probably just use this knife. So I'm gonna grab a bowl out of here because what are you barking at? This is way more. I think I'm gonna have enough for my zucchini bread. Here we go. See all that yummy goodness? All of that there. Just gonna put this in my bowl over here. So I have room. Yeah. So I have room here. And I'm just gonna clean out my bowl over here in this other bowl. We're gonna see how much zucchini we end up with. Now, you start out with a lot because you gotta drain it before you use it, and so I will be doing that momentarily. I'm gonna put this back together. sure I got the size and be careful. There we go. Not to cut my little fingers there. So one of the things Dad used to tell me, because I would always cut stuff. Like I would take something and I would cut it and I would cut it this way. And he's like, "Child," so that's when he was correcting me. He said, "Child, you're going to cut your finger off if you do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be all right, Dad." Except one time, of course he was right? You already know that. But one time I was cutting a ham and I had it by the bone and I was cutting this way, and missed and whacked my finger. I still have the scar. It's very faint now, but I still have the scar from where I cut into my thumb. And needless to say, I cut away from my hands now. Yeah, so, but that was cool. Lesson learned on my part. We gotta squeeze this down here. All right, I'm gonna flip it over on the other side. So, and there we go. And then we're gonna make sure that doesn't flip off on my toe. I'm gonna put this in here. We're gonna get another piece here. We're gonna flip it in here and turn it on and finish this up. So I haven't created my own recipe, right? So I like, I go on Google, because you Google stuff now, right? That's what you do. That is what we do to get information. And so there's lots of options for recipes, so why recreate the wheel? Somebody's already done the work. I just let them do it. So all recipes, I found a paleo. I just Googled coconut flour zucchini bread. Found a good recipe, just happened to have all the ingredients, yay me. And then my go-to from all recipes. So I'll post the link to the recipes that I use. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. So again, I did not create the recipes that I'm gonna be working from. So for the paleo version, I'm gonna use these cute little loaf pans. I just picked these up on sale at Kohl's. I have 8 of them. I feel like I need to run back and get some more because I only paid like $3 each for a set of 2 there. So I'm going to use that for the paleo version, which I'm going to make first. And then I'm going to use a regular loaf, 2 regular loaf pans for the regular. Sounds like a plan. So I'm going to pause this video for a minute while I take this out and then measure out my zucchini, all this yummy goodness. See, and then I'll be right back. So I had plenty of, here I am. I had plenty of zucchini. So I needed 2 cups of shredded zucchini and a little bit. More zucchini makes it moister. I do know that. And then a 1.5 cups for the paleo version. And I still have all of this left. So guess what? There's gonna be some zucchini fritters. And maybe I'll make something up. Anyway, so that's that. So now I'm gonna pull out my big mix and I'm gonna get started. Stand by. All right, so here we go with the paleo version. This is from Detox Insta. Like I said, I'll post the recipe when I post the video. So it just has you mixing everything all together. So I'm gonna get my coconut flour here, and it just has 3/4 cup of coconut flour. seem like a lot. And I'm gonna follow this recipe because I've never made this before. 3/4 of a cup. Yep. 6 eggs. This thing has 6 eggs in it. 3/4 of a cup. Going in the big mix. My eggs, I'm going to crack them one at a time, just so I can make sure, you know, there's nothing weird in there. No baby chickens in there. 2, 3, 4. No, I don't do the one-handed egg cracking thing. 5. And 6. I don't have my garbage bowl. Actually, I have a bowl right here that I could use as a garbage bowl. Erica wouldn't let me buy one. She said, "Don't. The trash can is right there, Mom. You don't really need it." So, all right. I'm gonna put it over here in the trash can. I'm not even gonna mess up a bowl like that. So I got my 6 eggs in there. Got my towel here to get the egg goop off of my hand. This calls for maple syrup. So this is a new bottle, and I'm gonna open this up, and I'm gonna put in 1/2 cup of maple syrup. I'm gonna use my half a cup of maple syrup going in the bowl. And it also says 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil. So I am going to get this. I'm going to put it in another little thingy so I can pop it in the oven and melt it really quickly because my oven is already hot. Forgot about that part. Oh. I'm going to measure out my 1/4 cup of coconut oil. And then I'm going to melt it in the oven. Yeah. Not in the microwave. I don't really want to do that. I could do it in the microwave, but the oven is hot and it's coconut oil, so it melts pretty quickly. So I'm just going to scoop that in there really quickly. Fun times. So I hope y'all are enjoying your Father's Day, especially if your father is still with us on this side of eternity. That should be a lot of fun. Ed is at a track meet, which is what he does for fun, which is cool. So he'll be home later. I got some steaks marinating because he likes to cook on the grill, so it's his day. If he wants to do that, he can do it. Let's see, where were we now? A teaspoon of vanilla extract. I love vanilla extract, so sometimes I put a teaspoon in a little bit. You know, just a teaspoon and a little bit. Have not had any issues with that before. Get the rest of that maple syrup in there. A teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Cinnamon. Got a little McCormick's here. This is about out. I have a big jar over there, but I'm gonna use this. A teaspoon of cinnamon. a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Y'all, that's my 1/4 teaspoon. Hush, puppy, hush, you're messing up my video. Hush, you're invited to the party. Hey, cut it out. I can't hear you. And obviously he's not paying me any attention. And then 3/4 teaspoon of 1, 2, 3 baking soda. Well, you know, this could go bad because I just put baking powder in there. So I'm going to counter that and put in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to see what happens. Oops. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Well, you know, that's the joy of cooking, right? If it doesn't work out like we planned, then we'll just start over. We shall see. My butter's almost melted. Hey, stop it. I mean, my coconut oil is almost melted. And, hey, what you see? What do you see out there? What do you see? They just kept walking. They were ignoring you. Shame on them. How dare they? How dare they? How dare they? Let me get this coconut oil out here. I don't want it to be too hot. So I'm going to grab it out of here without burning myself. It always talks about my hands because I can stand a little more heat probably than normal. I don't know. Call them my dad hands. My dad cooking hands. Child, just pick it up. Just pick it up. Anyway, there we are with that. All right, in just a second here, I'm going to add my melted coconut oil, and I'm going to get this biscuit. Because it's not hot. It's not hot. It's not hot. The bowl is hot. The oil is not. That rhymed. The bowl is hot. The oil is not. All right, I'm going to put this in here and get this mixing with my whisk until it's not lumpy. I'm going to get rid of the noisemaker. This is really hot. I mean, this is... Oh! All right, here we go. There we go. Oil in. Oil in. Oil in the sink. I'm going to get this mixing as soon as I plug it up because you got to have power. All right, and we're mixing. And we're mixing. And we're mixing. I don't want to make it go too fast because and then once it's all mixed in, then I'm going to fold in a 1.5 cups of zucchini. And while that's mixing, I'm going to get my little bowl, my little muffin pans. I'm just going to spray them. I don't do the whole thing. I got this baking spray. This baking spray that's got flour and stuff in it. So that's what I'm going to use. That's mixing up. It looks pretty. Looks pretty. There. Yeah. Looks like peanut butter. Hopefully it won't taste like peanut butter. There's anything wrong with peanut butter. I just don't want my zucchini bread tasting like peanut butter. There. So I'm going to turn this off now. It looks like it's smooth and creamy. I'm going to let that drip down while I finish getting my little pans ready. Here. I know. The instructions always say do this first. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Most of the time I'm a rule follower, but that just doesn't make sense to me. What difference it makes? Well, if I wanted it to be like ready. Anyway, so like I was saying, if your father is still here and you're able to talk to them, see them, him, hang out with him, I pray that you are doing that and having a blessed time with that. I hope 8 is enough. That used to be a TV show there. So yeah, I don't remember my dad baking a lot. He could cook, like I said, a lot of stuff. Anything really. And it was good. It was always tasty. So I never saw him use a recipe. You just throw some in there and put a little bit of that, put a little bit more, put a little bit more. Okay, that's good. That was fun. I miss the guy. Even 15 years later, it doesn't get any easier. It doesn't seem any more real. You just roll with it. You just figure out how to do life without that person. Anyway, all right, so I'm gonna, before I fold in, I'm gonna spray. Anyway, I got this Pillsbury baking spray with flour. So yeah, that kind of messes up the paleo thing, doesn't it? It'll be all right. It will be okay. I got my handy dandy wooden spoon here. I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff off of here. This little whisk. Actually, this is probably the first time that I used the whisk beater on Big Mix. So this is my KitchenAid mixer. What's the lifespan on these things? Anybody know? Because I've had this one maybe 20 years, 15 at least. And you know what? I don't know. And as I stir this up, let's bring the thing back, because there's still some stuff down there that needs to be incorporated. Let's try that again. See, can we get down there at the bottom? Let's see what we got going on down here now. Like, are you kidding me? Alright. It smells like zucchini bread. I just have to, I'm going to do a little bit more mixing because it didn't get all mixed up like it should. So I'm just going to run it a little bit more. So Steeler and I had a conversation which landed him outside in the sun because I needed for him to be quiet and he wasn't cooperating, so he's in timeout in the sun. So I'm gonna give this another quick mix. Now it's a little thick. We'll see. It's a lot different texture than when you do it the other way. Yeah, there we go. Let's get all of that off of there. Let's get all of that out of there. I could have whisked it by hand, but why? When I got a mixer, when I got a big KitchenAid. Anyway, so what's the life expectancy on the KitchenAid is what I was asking. Now I'm gonna fold in my zucchini bread, my zucchini, after I give it a little scratch. I got some cheesecloth here. This recipe though actually didn't say to squeeze it out, but it just said to have it tightly packed. But I'm gonna give it a little squeeze anyway. I'm gonna give it a little squeeze anyway. Just because there's a lot of water in the zucchini. Oh, that didn't go in there. So I'm just gonna give it a little squeeze here. I'm gonna flip it out in my little cheesecloth here. Yep. I might have needed a bigger piece of cheesecloth, and it's okay. But I'm just going to give it a little squeeze. See? It's a lot of water. Not going to squeeze it too much because it didn't say to squeeze it. So maybe it needs the water, Crystal. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Worst thing that could happen is it's not good and I don't eat it. So now, having said that, anybody want to try? All right, so I got that piece of cheesecloth there. Give my hands a rinse and a dry. And I'm gonna fold in this zucchini. This is going to be interesting. So this is what it looks like right now. That's what my recipe says. Stir in the shredded zucchini, then scoop it in and smooth down the top. So I'm just going all out here because, like I said, I got my little things here. It says I could put it in the 12 muffin things to make muffins. So here's what I'm gonna do. I sprayed 6 of my little things here, but I am going to see. I'm gonna put this in to 4 little muffin tins. I mean 4 mini loaf pans, and see how that does. This is an experiment, y'all. I'll come back and let you know how it went. Add a picture. I'll add a picture. I don't have a time lapse and not sure I can, pause the video long enough while it's cooking. So it takes about 40. Where's my baking? Yeah. 25-30 minutes. Yep, 25 or 30 minutes. So I'm gonna scoop some in, y'all. And I'll come back with a spatula and smooth it down. I'm gonna put another scoop in, y'all. Now the thing that I do like about this recipe already is maybe it's how I shredded the zucchini, is you can really see it. You can really see that nice, yummy goodness in there. So we're gonna put a little bit more in there. And then I'm gonna finish with this last one while not knocking the other one off of the counter. There. I'm gonna, yep. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So being in the kitchen is like my favorite pastime. In the garden and the kitchen, in the garden and the kitchen. They kind of go hand in hand, right? And it's an opportunity for me to have memories of my daddy while we're in the kitchen, while I'm in the kitchen here. Yeah. So maybe next time I'll move this over here so y'all can actually see what I'm doing. Anyway, it's a work in progress. I'm gonna find my itty bitty spatula and I'm gonna smooth pat this down like it says to in there. And then I'm gonna pat that one down. Oh my goodness. So this is the before. And I'm gonna pop these in the oven 350 for 25 to 30 minutes, and then I'll post a picture of the